Just pay attention and you'll notice something interesting. No matter where you go on this planet, from street-side stalls in Hanoi to upscale restaurants in Paris, from roadside eateries in India to massive shopping malls in Dubai, chicken is always on the menu. Not beef, not pork, not lamb, but chicken. Fried chicken, grilled chicken, braised chicken, curry chicken, chicken and pho, honey glazed chicken, roasted chicken. The list goes on and on. Chicken with fish sauce, chicken in every possible style. It's everywhere and everywhere it sells. Still chicken. So why is chicken the one meat loved across the globe instead of pork, lamb, goat, or anything else? Let's take a look at how chicken came to dominate. There's probably no animal on Earth consumed as much as chicken. Every year, humans slaughter around 73 to 75 billion chickens for food. That means with every tick of the clock, about 2,400 chickens have just fulfilled their mission of feeding people. 2,400 per second, 144,000 per minute, nearly 9 million every hour. If chickens had an association, they'd probably sue humanity for eating way too fast. Right now, there are over 33 billion chickens alive on the planet at any given time, roughly 4 times the human population. In other words, even if every person held one chicken, there would still be tens of billions left wandering around. Global chicken meat production currently reaches about 103 million tons per year, based on the latest data. That means out of every 10 kilograms of meat produced worldwide, nearly 4 kilograms are chicken. The United States, Brazil, and China are the 3 giants of the global chicken industry. The U.S. is both the largest producer and the biggest consumer of chicken on Earth. In the U.S. alone, more than 18 million tons of chicken are consumed each year. On average, an American eats about 37 kilograms of chicken annually. That's over half a kilo every week. In Vietnam, the average person eats about 18 kilograms of chicken per year, but even that figure is already roughly 4 times higher than it was 30 years ago. Just look around. Chicken pho, chicken rice, fried chicken, boiled chicken. So many everyday dishes revolve around it. If you look at total global protein consumption, chicken alone accounts for about 40%, meaning nearly half of humanity's protein intake comes from chicken, not beef or pork, but chicken. A modern industrial chicken takes only about 5 to 6 weeks to reach 2.5 kilograms, 4 times faster than chickens did 70 years ago. That's the result of advanced genetics and modern animal feed. Chickens have gone from free-roaming village birds to industrial workers racing against deadlines. Chicken has truly become the global superstar of fast food. KFC now has more than 26,000 outlets across over 150 countries, serving 400 million people every month. In other words, for every 20 people on Earth, one is eating KFC fried chicken. And interestingly, chickens were once sacred symbols before becoming food. In Vietnam, the rooster represents culture, strength, courage, humanity, and trust. In Europe, the rooster perched atop church rooftops symbolizes light and life. It's rare for an animal to appear both on the altar and in a hot pot. So back to the main question. Why has chicken become a global food instead of any other meat? To answer that, we need to start with the history of chickens. The ancestor of the chicken we eat today is the red jungle fowl, a small wild bird that once lived in the humid forests of Southeast Asia, especially in Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and sometimes extending into parts of India. About 8,000 years ago, humans realized that this small bird was not only easy to catch, but also easy to raise, and it could lay eggs all year round. So they domesticated it, turning it from a wild creature into a quiet companion in the kitchen. From that moment on, chickens began their long journey alongside humanity, traveling with ancient Indian traders. Chickens were brought to Egypt, and from there, they spread into Europe. When Portuguese and Spanish explorers set out to conquer the world in the 15th century, they carried chickens with them to Africa, the Americas, and across the Pacific. A small animal that circled the globe even before Columbus did. Chickens are simple to raise, adaptable, and not demanding. They eat grains, bran, leftover vegetables, even insects. In just a few months, they grow to full size. A few square meters are enough for them to live. A single hen can lay dozens of eggs each year, providing both eggs and meat. No matter how poor a region is, people can still raise chickens. That's why chicken became one of the most accessible and efficient sources of protein humanity has ever had. But that alone still doesn't explain why chicken became a global food. A crucial reason lies in religion. Around the world, food is not just about taste or nutrition. It's deeply tied to belief. For Muslims, eating pork is forbidden because pigs are considered impure. For Hindus in India, cows are sacred, symbols of the divine, and must never be killed. Jewish dietary laws are extremely strict about how animals are selected and slaughtered. In Western cultures, dogs and cats are seen as companions, unthinkable as food. And in the middle of all these restrictions, one animal quietly slips through the narrow gaps: the chicken. Chicken is remarkably neutral. In Islam, it is allowed to be eaten as long as it is prepared in the proper way. Hinduism also accepts chicken because chickens are not considered sacred like cows. In Judaism, chicken is considered kosher as long as it is prepared according to religious law. And so, chicken became a culinary bridge between cultures. No other kind of meat has been able to cross so many barriers. To put it humorously, chicken is the diplomat of the food world. Beef has sparked tension in India. Pork has caused controversy in the Middle East. Fish has even triggered conflict over territorial waters. But chicken? No one seems to hate chicken. There is no country protesting against chicken meat, no religion forbidding it, no cultural group rejecting it. In Western culture, cows are sometimes seen almost as companions. Sheep are gentle, horses are noble, dogs and cats are family. But chickens? People rarely form deep emotional bonds with chickens, so slaughtering them faces far less moral resistance. A chicken weighs only a few kilograms, and one bird can become a satisfying meal without creating the same sense of guilt as killing a much larger animal. In a psychological sense, chicken is simply easier for people to accept. That is why chains like KFC, McDonald's, Jollibee, Lotteria, and Texas Chicken can open stores in hundreds of countries without facing resistance. They can open in Muslim countries, in India, in the West, and in Southeast Asia, because everyone eats chicken and no one forbids it. Then there is the matter of farming efficiency. When it comes to value for money, no animal compares to the chicken. A cow takes more than 2 years before it is ready for meat. It needs grazing land and huge amounts of feed. A pig grows faster, but it is vulnerable to disease: swine flu, African swine fever, blue ear disease, and it requires a lot of water. But chickens? They eat little, grow fast, require little space, reproduce continuously, and generate quick returns. Farmers jokingly call chickens the ATM in their backyard because raising a flock for a few months can quickly turn into income. Thanks to low costs, fast turnover, and the ability to be raised almost anywhere, from plains to deserts to mountain regions, chicken has become the most efficient protein source in the world. Beyond farming, there's a very practical reason. Chicken is easy to cook, easy to eat, and suits tastes all over the world. However you prepare it, it works. Boiled, fried, grilled, curried, even slow cooked with traditional herbs. In Vietnam alone, you'll find boiled chicken, grilled chicken with mac hen, shredded chicken salad, chicken braised with ginger, salt roasted chicken, and chicken stewed with ginseng. One single ingredient, yet it transforms into thousands of dishes. No other meat matches the versatility of chicken. In today's industrial world, this adaptability makes chicken even more beloved. If beef is the soul of a steak, then chicken is the backbone of fast food. Since Colonel Harlan Sanders opened the first KFC restaurant in 1952, chicken has stepped onto the global stage alongside brands like McDonald's and Jollibee. From chicken-based fast food alone, the world consumes over 100 billion chickens each year. That means every second, more than 3,000 chickens are processed. And if you include eggs, chances are we consume chicken products almost every single day, whether it's chicken fayo, egg sandwiches, chicken rice, or even instant noodles with chicken flavor. Sometimes there might actually be real chicken or eggs inside. What many people don't realize is that chickens have also played a crucial role in modern biology. Thanks to their short life cycle and well-studied genetic structure, Chickens have been used in vaccine development, avian flu research, and broader biological studies. During World War II, vaccines for typhus were developed using chicken eggs. Today, most seasonal flu vaccines are still incubated in fertilized chicken eggs. Every year, hundreds of millions of eggs are used for medical purposes. Chicken is not just food, it's also a symbol of human progress in agricultural technology. If you were to ask which animal is most commonly used in offerings around the world, the answer would likely still be the chicken. In Vietnam, a golden boiled chicken with red skin and neatly folded legs is an essential presence on ancestral altars during Lunar New Year, weddings, and important ceremonies. Traditionally, the chicken symbolizes the five virtues: culture, strength, courage, compassion, and trust. It crows to greet the morning, protects its flock, fights when needed, and continues its lineage. A humble creature, yet deeply meaningful. In China, the crow of a rooster signals the break of dawn, a symbol of light and life. In Europe, the image of a rooster placed atop church towers represents the triumph of light over darkness. In Africa, chickens are used in rituals as offerings to pray for luck and good harvests. In India, chickens appear in sacred ceremonies dedicated to the gods. In other words, no matter where you go, the chicken is always tied to beginnings, to light, and to the energy of life itself. A small creature, yet carrying cultural meaning that stretches far beyond borders. Many people ask, if chicken is so special, why not replace it with another animal? The truth is, humanity has already tried. As mentioned earlier, cattle require vast land, grow slowly, and are forbidden in India. Pork is easy to raise, but it is not accepted in the Muslim world. Lamb, goat, and rabbit often carry strong flavors that don't suit global tastes. Fish is healthy, but it spoils quickly, and many inland regions have no access to seas. Some don't even have lakes or ponds. Only chicken fits all conditions: compact, fast-growing, affordable, neutral, and easy to cook. Chicken is food without religious barriers, without controversy, without class divisions. Rich or poor, anyone can eat it, and almost everyone enjoys it. From the forests of Southeast Asia to restaurants in New York, from ancestral altars in Vietnam to burgers in America, from Indian curry pots to a bowl of chicken pho in Hanoi, the chicken has traveled an extraordinary journey spanning more than 8,000 years. No other meat has been consumed as widely, accepted as broadly, or woven so deeply into human life as chicken. Do you like chicken?